On Friday morning, Bill Belichick said that analytics play less than a 0% role in how he makes in-game decisions. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. Evan, you were the one who asked him the question that elicited this response. Pretty much he's saying he doesn't look at stats, he doesn't look at analytics, he just goes with his gut.
Yeah, Bill went on the I don't care what happened in 1973 or 1983 or 1993. And as he's saying this, he's looking at me and I can tell that he thought my world was shattering in front of me as he's talking.
Was it though a little bit?
And I was, I was surprised to hear him be so matter of fact about it. Less than 0. There was no wiggle room there. It wasn't like, oh, we think about it every once in a while and we use them where we feel it's necessary. No, less than 0. I think the one thing that we were just talking about that separates Belichick from maybe, the layman like me is that he doesn't need the analytics to tell him that the Buffalo Bills are bad at stopping play action or that the Josh Allen outside the pocket throws a lot of turnover worthy balls. He probably can just watch the tape and come up with those things on his own and put that in the game plan. Whereas people like us, we try to back that up with math and try to back that up with statistics. And we're still all getting to the same conclusion, but it's just a different path of getting there. So I think that was a little element of it that I came away with.
Alex was taking his victory lap this morning because, you did believe that Belichick more often than not does rely on the eye test. So you're happy to see him shoot down Evan a little bit this morning.
And it wasn't just the in-game stuff. He actually answered a question earlier on, Evan. I think it's the one that prompted your question about Frank Gore, a guy who's in his late 30s who's still succeeding in the league despite what the numbers say. Somebody asked Bill about that, and he said, I don't go by the numbers. There's guys that come up that succeed at that age, and I just go by what I see. And so even beyond the game stuff, when it comes to team building, when it comes to player identification, talent identification, it's nice to know the eye test still matters. And again, with Bill Belichick, a lot of these coaches use analytics because it tells them what the right decision is, or it helps them predict the future, if you will.
Right now.
Bill Belichick is the best at this, and I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. Is it possible that he doesn't need the analytics? Like you said, Evan, he can just see a player and say, okay, I know that this guy can do this. I know he can't do that because he's either seen the guy do it on tape or something that indicates the guy can do something, or he can't. So I just think Bill Belichick, it's kind of big-brained on the analytics. It's below him. He can figure it out without that help. But again, big win for the eye test. It's an ongoing debate, eye test versus analytics, and I think you do need a little bit of both. But to have Bill Belichick in the team eye test corner, that's you're not going to have a bigger win than that.
He did say he likes math, though. So
yeah,
he did. He did make sure to put that in
paused
at
and
the
then he
end.
looked at me and he's like, but I do like math. I just want to say that. I did ask Josh McDaniels.
Stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
Maybe a disclaimer.
I did ask Josh McDaniels this question last year, and he said, the reason why I asked Belichick was because McDaniels said 4th down decisions, 2-point decisions, those are Bill, right? I don't decide that. But what McDaniels did say is that they are cognizant of it in their play calling, and you see it with the numbers, like all the things that the analytics community supports, like play action on run downs, 1st and 2nd down, throwing to the running backs on early downs is an extension of the running game.
But isn't some of that common sense?
Some of that might be common sense.
Like play action on running downs to me should be common sense. You shouldn't need numbers to figure it out.
One of the more, but you would think that, but across the league, a lot of teams don't run play action on 1st down. They do traditional drop backs on 1st down, and they get exposed because of it. Those are things that analytics will tell you that, again, maybe Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels don't need the statistics to tell you that. They just know it because they have common sense when it comes to football, but that's something that they do that backs up with the analytics as well.
So the other part of this conversation, it's hard to leave out, but it's actually pretty easy to leave out, is Ernie Adams, because he's nearly invisible. But he's he's in charge of football research or whatever the exact title is. I would guess that Ernie does use analytics. But
Ernie uses analytics and charting. So Ernie will say the Malcolm Butler interception, right? And I know we're going on a huge rant right now. But the Malcolm Butler interception was, Ernie said, more times than not, in this situation, this down and distance, they ran this play. Right? And he's radioing that down to Belichick, and he's saying they're going to run the slant pick play, be ready for it. They came out in that formation, and Malcolm Butler was like, I've practiced against this 10 times this week.
But I think
that's kind of the side of it for Ernie Adams.
Maybe it's not, but I agree with you, but that's not traditional analytics. I think maybe it's a version of Ernie-lytics.
Yeah.
And the reason that Belichick can say he doesn't use analytics is because Ernie does it all for me.
This Foxborough Report is brought to you by betonline.ag. Head to their website, enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. Let us know down below in the comments whether or not you think analytics matter in football. And for all the rest of our Patriots content, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.